OSE2 is great for reducing and eliminating the environmental problems associated with oil-based drilling mud and drill cuttings. Diesel oil-based muds have been used for many years and have proven to be an excellent drilling fluid. Environmental concerns have often limited their application and forced operators to use water-based fluids. However, water-based drilling fluids often do not provide the inhibition that is required by the formations, resulting in hole problems like washouts, high torque, and stuck pipe. OSE2, a biological enzyme that emulates Mother Nature, can be used to help speed up the process of remediating the oil and hydrocarbons into CO2 and water in a matter of days to weeks instead of decades. OSE2 is a three-phase product that, when applied to oil and similar hydrocarbons, breaks the molecular structure down and, in a matter of minutes, will no longer adhere to soil, vegetation, shorelines, even man-made structures. The hydrocarbons are detoxified, and the local bacteria then use the hydrocarbons as a food source. The hydrocarbons' flammability is diminished. The hydrocarbons are caused to lift to the surface of the water or soil, separating it from the sediments and/or soil. The second phase is the enzymes form protein binding sites to the hydrocarbons to induce the local bacteria to digest the hydrocarbons, creating CO2 and water. The third phase is the nutrients, which help grow the local bacteria. And when they run out of OSE2 nutrients, the bacteria then converts the detoxified hydrocarbons and digests them to CO2 and water, leaving a clean environment. The drilling mud and cuttings can be treated as they are discharged from the solid control equipment, or after they have already been deposited. OSEI has treatment protocols for every operational situation, whether onshore or offshore. OSE2 is mixed with local fresh water if inland, or, if on the ocean shoreline, you would mix OSE2 with ocean water. No matter where you mix, the ratio is 1 part OSE2 to 50 parts water. Once mixed, apply the OSE2 and water mixture to 1 part hydrocarbon in the drilling mud and drill cuttings. There should be enough OSE2 and water mixture to cover all the drilling mud and cuttings once applied. If not, additional water will need to be added to the pit until all drilling mud and drill cuttings are underwater. OSE2 and water application will also be used to stir and mix drilling mud and cuttings. There are times that mud and cuttings are piled near the edge of the pit. These piles will need to be spread out into the pit, and the OSE2 application will be used to further spread the mud and cuttings. The pit will need to be aerated until the hydrocarbon levels reach the acceptable level. This will also help spread the drilling mud and drill cuttings. The aeration can start just after or before the application of OSE2. Once OSE2 has been applied, you will see a sheen on the surface develop. This is due to the molecular breakdown of the hydrocarbons, where the adhesion properties start to diminish, and the oil, fuel, and hydrocarbons float to the top, where they will remediate to CO2 and water. Once the appearance of oil is gone, and/or the acceptable levels are reached, the pit can be filled in, spread around the area, used as road material, or even used for future drilling pads. At this point, the environmental footprint associated with drilling will be eliminated. OSEI2 allows the operator to take advantage of the superior performance of oil-based mud without any associated risk to the environment. With OSE2, it will reduce drilling mud costs and allow more effective drilling. OSE2, eliminating the environmental footprint associated with drilling operations.